Welcome back to another episode of If I Knew with your host. I'm Paul Thomas and my brothers. Man, so we're going to change up the format a little bit. We had a great season. I guess we can call it in season 2 because we're doing a whole new format. And I say let's jump straight into it, Vito. No, they'll figure it out. They smart. So the topic of the week is financial literacy. So we're talking about all the down bad moments we had, the brokest moments we had. And what are some financial lessons we had to learn along the way. So do you want to start, bro, or you want me to start? Bro, I'll give about like 2, 3, give you some time.
If you need me to.
Bro, facts, there's a lot. So, I had a lot of broken. Oh, this one that sat with me. This one that made me realize. I was in Detroit, and I met this John, and we was going. It's not even a date. We was going to meet up, right? So there was this seafood place. It's not even a nice seafood place. It's not even a nice seafood place, but they got seafood places all over the place. So yeah, I linked up with her. We go to the seafood place, knowing I ain't got no bread on me. Bro, I'm just going straight off prayer. I don't got no bread on me. So we went there.
Jesus.
The chamo started ordering everything, bro. He started ordering mad stuff, man. And I'm just in my head, I'm crying. I'm just doing the math in my head, like.
But was this the first thing?
Yeah.
That hurt.
She started ordering some crazy stuff, like expensive stuff. And in my head, bro, I'm just sweating. I'm sweating, bro. I'm doing the math in my head. And then just like, all right. Because it's one of those things where it's like a takeout spot. Because we was going to go there, eat a little bit, and just talk. Like, it wasn't a date day. It was just us, like, linking for the first time, actually trying to talk and get to know each other. So she ordered all this John. I'm sweating. And now she looking at me. She's like, all right, what do you want? I was like, no, I'm good. Bro, I ain't ordered nothing, man. I was like, I actually ate before I came here, man. I'm good. so we go to pay for it. Now it's my time to go pay for it. So I give the cashier chick. It was just I give the cashier chick my card. And I'm just looking at her the whole time she scanned my card, knowing I ain't got no money on my card. So she scanned nothing. Nothing. Bro,
I knew what you did. No.
Bro, because first we didn't even expect to go out to eat, man. I was literally just like, yo, okay, she live right around here. Let's just link up for the first time. I'm planning like usually when I'm meeting someone for the first time, I like to go to like a park or something. But spend like the first time before I even spend money on you. Let me actually get to know you. Feel me? See if I actually fuck with you for real. Feel me? So we do some where we could ride bikes or take a walk on the trail. So you feel me? Just get to know each other first. And then after that, if you cool, then I'll get you something to eat. You feel me? But yes, I like to get to know them first. So she ordered everything off the fucking menu. And I give my card to the cashier knowing I ain't got no money. Knowing I ain't got no money. My man, the cashier, she swiped the card. I'm staring right at her, sweating. Yeah, and she looked down. She chuckled. Yeah, bro, she chuckled, bro.
Because I could just imagine playing out,
bro.
The mental stress you're going through right now.
Because the girl I was dating, she looking at me. I'm not even looking at her. I'm not even looking. I'm blocking her. I'm not looking at her. So I give it to the cashier. That cashier, she swiped it. We're waiting for the result. I know it's going to decline. I'm just waiting, trying to figure out some kind of line in my head, man. Trying to figure out some kind of way to get out of this in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked down. She chuckled. She like, enjoy your food. I'm like, oh, she real. She real. She looked out for a nigga, bro. She real. Yo, man, I want to give her a hug, man. I was like, man, I should be dating you, man. You real, bro. So we sat down. Me and the Jamo, we sat down. She going crazy, ordering like some crab legs and all types of stuff. She going crazy. She like, you want some? I like.
And this is all you get, right?
Yeah, no, it's not all you can eat.
It's not all
No,
you can eat.
bro, it's one of those takeout spots, bro. Like you order seafood, you take it, you go home. But you know how some of them they got like the tables down.
Like dining, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like we was just like again, it wasn't an official date. It was just a time for us to catch up, not catch up, but get to know each other, actually have a conversation.
It
So she's
sounds like a
sitting
date
down,
to me. I'm sorry.
bro. Yeah, it turned into a date, man. She finessed me for real, for real. Damn, now she finessed the shit out of me. Now that I think about it, bro. But
Might
I
have been.
hate it. So he said we sitting down, she eating, she going crazy with the jaw, fucking it up, man. And I'm just sitting there, man, just vexed. I'm sitting there just mad. And she like, you want some? Like, yeah, I'm stuck. That's what it really was. I was hungry.
They got no food on his plate.
Yo, I was
Got a
hungry,
cup
bro.
of water. That's it.
Exactly. I had a cup of water, mostly ice, so I could chew on the ice.
Did you say before you continue? Did you say my bad? I already ate, so like I'm good. Was that your excuse for not getting anything? You like I already ate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because mind you, we were supposed to go somewhere and like chill and whatnot and talk.
Yeah,
It wasn't, you feel me?
yeah.
I
No,
ain't
it
planning
wasn't.
to spend bread and especially not that much damn bread. You feel me?
Yeah,
So yeah, so after we sitting down, we talking, it's time drop her home. I'm in the car driving. I get to the red light, and then the car start making noise. Said doo doo. And you know when you fuck up, you don't even want to look at the other person. I just looking out the window. I'm looking out the window.
what do you mean? You like and so you like the car? You look up.
So we was at a red light. The car making noise. Like doo doo
Yeah,
doo boom, and then the
yeah,
car stopped.
yeah.
Hey, I just looking out the window, man. Like I thought I dodged a bullet with the food thing, man. I was like, God, I was just praising God. I was like, God, you worked it out. So then the car broke down. I was like, hey, I'm just looking out the window. She looking at me. She like, what happened? I said, I lied to her. I said, the engine can give problems sometimes, man. I be having engine problems sometimes.
Engine.
My man, I ran out of gas.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I ran out of gas, my man. The thing is, the ironic part, it's the same thing, bro. The same day. Literally, as soon as we left the restaurant, I'm driving her home.
I'd be like, God, why me? God, why me?
The ironic part, we stopped at a red light
Yeah.
at the traffic light. The gas station was literally across the street. I'm looking at the gas station, but I ain't got no money for gas anyway.
You just pray. You're just praying you can take this girl back and then figure something out.
Yo, bro, in my mind, I always say, man, I'll figure it out. That's my mindset going into everything. I'll figure it out. So, and to make things worse, my house was like 3 blocks away. So I end up calling my cousin to come pick us up. And this nigga, he an asshole. So this nigga pulled up with the jokes, bro. This nigga pulled up with the jokes. We pulled in. He's like, damn, my man. Right in front of the gas station, where you break down? He's like, shit. And then he's looking around, looking at the girls like, Chad, the jump,
Yo.
bro. This
Like, don't
nigga was
worry about
cracking,
her.
bro. This nigga was cracking jokes the whole way to the John crib, bro.
So all of a sudden now niggas are comedians.
Yes,
Niggas are
bro.
comedians.
Yeah, bro. I was like, you was never this funny in your life, nigga. You was never this funny in your life. Yeah, bro. I'm not lying to you, bro. After he brought me back home, I had to go borrow some money, get a gas tank, the pre-filled gas tank, walk to the gas station, fill that John up. I ain't even fill it all the way. I ain't even borrow enough money to fill it up. I had just enough money to get back to the house, bro. I sat down. I was sitting in my room. I sat down, really thinking about. I was really thinking
Is
about
any
my
really for me?
bro. I felt so shame. I had a black the jump movement. I couldn't even
You
shoot. I had a black the jump movement. I felt too shame, bro. I blacked the jump movement. Can't let her see anybody I know, man. Like we can't interact again. We can't interact again, bro. I gotta get my life together. So yeah, I had a lot of broke moments, but that one, because it's just broke moment after broke moment after broke moment.
bro, I'm just like in her mind she's probably thinking the gas station is about 3 miles back. You could just walk there and go get gas. But she don't want to say it out loud, so she just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's like, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna
So she was like, "Paul, what's going on?" I was like, the engine can be giving problems, man. Sometimes act this way.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I made it sure it's not a gas thing because I know she would think that we can just go walking. It thing like engine problem.
but
Both is lie. Both is lie. I was so ashamed, man. I blocked the jump. I put myself together, man, because this shit. And I can't be broke moment after broke moment after. I thought God saved me. Ooh.
that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah. All right. All right. Let me off going off of that. I got a story. It was like, okay, so one of my broke moments,
Mhm.
right, was I had a gig in my college town, so it's like 3 hours away from me, 3.5 hours away, and it was like an event, and it's a weekend event, and I borrowed my brother's car. I borrowed Mandela for this car, and I have a shooting partner I'm taking with me, right, and I'm picking her up, and then we're gonna go to the event. It's like 3.5 hours away. So we're on the way there. I got her. No problems with the car. You know, Mandela's telling me everything's good and all that, and I don't got nothing to worry about in terms of like the anything like that, like the engine or like what's call it. He told me the oil was changed. Right, this is gonna be an actual like engine problem. He told me the oil was changed, everything's good. I'm like, all right, bet, cool, cool. I'm chilling. I clean out the car, all of that, because I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure everything's tip to the top. I don't want to like I got everything gotta be organized in my space for it to be organized in my mind, so I can be right for the event. An hour out from the place, like an hour 45 minutes. The car starts smoking. The car starts smoking heavy, and it's while I'm about to pull up to an exit, and it's smoking so bad, and it's making so much noise, and I'm like, oh shit, we gotta pull over, and then she's freaking out too. She's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, because we're both like, I don't know. So I pull over, bro. And the thing is, like, I'm driving because I know it's middle school, so I'm just trying to drive safe. I'm 60, doing the speed limit, below the speed limit. That's how we're gonna be driving. Car ignites. It doesn't ignite, but it almost did. That's what I'm saying. Like it was getting to that point where it was like the white smoke was turning black, so I had to stop. I pulled over to the side, and now keep in mind, like I'm gonna get paid when I get there, right? I'm gonna get paid of half the money when I get there. I got money for gas. That's all I got money for is gas. Cause I'm like I'm good up until for this event. You know what I mean? Like I've spent everything to get equipment for the event, like rentals and everything. So I've already spent all my money. All I got now is like money on rent, like car ignites, pull off to the side, get out the car, and like pop open the hood. She get out the car. She's walking around. She's enjoying the view, but she's still like she's calm. She's calm, and I'm just like, let me see. So I'm trying to be Mr. Mechanic, right? As much as much as I know, it's very limited knowledge from like what I would do when I would help my dad out when he would fix guitar and stuff. So it's limited knowledge. But I'm just like enough to know I fucked up and like the engine is stuff and like check the oil, no oil. The joint is pitch black, no oil, no oil in that joint, no oil, like no engine oil. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Start panicking a little bit. She offered to call her AAA, and I'm like, it's cool. Hail Mary. I'll call my parents. I didn't want to. I was like, is there any way you guys can call AAA for me to come? What's gonna call it? Just drop me off to the nearest uh shop, the nearest mechanic shop, and because I got an event. It's 5. We left around like right now. It's around 3 o'clock. It's around 3 ish, 4 ish, and like we have to be at the event at 6. So we're gonna get there, check into the hotel, and then get ready to set up the equipment. Let's go like to the event. we spent like 45 minutes there waiting for the truck to get there. We get the car gets towed to the mechanic shop. The driver's nice enough to take us there. Mechanic people, they're so nice. I'm not even gonna lie, they made everything easier because they were very understanding. It was like, yeah, there's electrical problems too. We actually can't get into the car. So any of the equipment you need to get out the car, we can't get it out. So we
Wow.
had a lot of shit in the trunk. Like most of the equipment was in the trunk of the car, and we needed to
Right.
get that. And our suitcases too, like our clothes. And he was like, "All right, let me see what I can do." Like I told him like everything, like why we were even coming here, like what we were doing, and that we were videographers. And he's like, "Okay, let me see what I can do." Goes like the front desk guy goes to talk to the guys at the shop. The guys, still working on the car. They somehow are able to get it open. We get our stuff out the car, and then we're just talking through like what's wrong with the car. He's like, "Yeah, it looks like it's upwards of a." Like I'm talking to the guy. He's like, it's gonna be like $1,000 more, maybe more for us to fix it, but we can't even fix it here because like something about I think it was Nissan Altima. You gotta go to the Nissan dealership to get it fixed or something like that. And I'm just like, what? Like, yeah. And Nissan dealership, they be taxing.
Hell yeah.
If
Every
any
dealership be
dealership,
taxing.
yeah. So it was like we knew if it was 1,000 there, it's gonna be 10 times more at the dealership. So I'm stressing, and then she's trying. Like I'm stressing inside, but I'm not trying to stress outside. I'm trying to be positive. But she's like, "Do you want me to call the guy who hired us, his girlfriend, to come see us?" Oh no. Do you want me to call one of my friends who live down in our college town to come get us? I'm like, no, I don't. It's cool. This is my event. I'm gonna handle. I'm gonna deal with it in the terms of like getting help. Pretty much. I was like, okay, let me call the people running the event, see if they can have somebody come get one of the people at the event, like the guy who hired me, his brother was able to get us. That's what happened. And she comes down, picks us up. We get everything we can out of the car. We leave the car there. Go to the event. By this time, it's like 5:30, 6ish. We get there a little bit late. We get there a lot of bit late. The first part of the event ends, and it's like the dinner. So it's like a dinner at this like fancy restaurant bar, and it's like like the attic of it is real nice. It's just like it's real boutique, cute, quaint, and we shoot the event in a rush, trying to get as much as we can. Then we get a ride to the. We almost couldn't get a ride, but we ended up getting a ride to the event, which is it was like a Juneteenth event. It was at a park, and we shoot the event there. Bro, at the same time I was doing that, like all of that's in the back of my mind. What are we gonna do for a ride? Like, there's another thing tomorrow that we have to do. Sunday, I had promised to shoot something else.
Bro.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
Sunday and Monday. So it was 4 days of shooting, and because of the ride thing and everything, and her work schedule, she had to go back Sunday. And I'm just like, if I had the car, she would have been able to stay and help out and stuff. But like because of the circumstances, she couldn't. She books what's it call it? I was like, you want me to? Because now finally I was able to get the money. I was like, you want me to book the what's it? She's like, no, I got it. It's cool. Trying to be very understanding about it. I'm like, damn, like I gotta fix this car, but I also have to pay her money. And it was a rough, bro. I ended up like long story short, because this is gonna drag. Long story short, bro, I ended up staying there for like a week, 2 weeks tops, trying to
Shit.
figure everything out with the car and everything. Had to get a bus, had to buy a bus ticket back, and then by the time I bought it, it was like $100 for the ticket back to Delaware. And like even during it, everything was car related because like I gotta get from one place to another to shoot the things. And like, bro, I had to wake up early in the morning because we had a. So it was like one of the stuff like it was an event that Dr. Umar he was gonna be speaking at, and I was shooting the event that he was gonna be speaking at, and it was this place called the Pajama Factory, and from where I was at, because thank God for this too, one of my friends at the end of my life stay at the hotel because it was like Friday to Sunday. That was when it was like that's when the event people like they booked the hotel for me, so it was like Friday to Sunday. So one of my friends let me stay over his house Monday through the rest of the time I was there. And shout out to him, shout out to Telly. And I stayed there for that whole time. Monday and Tuesday I had to go shoot. Monday was the Pajama Factory thing. I had to go from his house, wake up early in the morning, take the bus, wait an hour for the bus to come, take the bus, an hour out. That would take like a 5-minute ride if I had the car. An hour to the Pajama Factory with my equipment on the bus with me.
Mm.
Like when camera equipment, public transportation, they don't mix. You never know what can happen. Take that with me. Shoot the event, and then ask the people shooting the event to take me home after we go shoot because there was an event there. Then there was something at the event organizer's house. So it was like a little get together with Dr. Umar and stuff. And then after that, take me back to Telly's house. And then the next day, pick me up to
God
go
damn,
back
bro.
to go back to that same house so then we could shoot a sit down interview with Dr. Umar. And then on top of that, my final week there, like my last couple of days there, like the entire time after the event, I'm editing the video on my laptop and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool, because I'm trying to send this out to this boy. Last 2 days, like I already booked my flight. Last 2 days before I'm like about to leave Williamsport, and let's cut that out. Last 2 days, I'm about to leave my friend's house and go back home. My hard drive crashes and all the data is deleted. Every single data. And then I gotta explain to the kid, I'm trying to retrieve all the data, and I'm just like, I can't retrieve this data. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I panicked, and I couldn't retrieve any of the data. Like I got some, but it was like it's not usable clips.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not usable clips. Like luckily, I was able to get some from her side because she had like a state on her hard drive. Thank God for that. That's the only thing I say. I was like,
Was that your friend, the event organizer?
I knew him through school. No, the event organizer was like the head of the NAACP. He works with the event organizer.
Because
He
I
worked
ain't gonna
closely with
hold
the
you,
event
bro.
organizer.
If I was the event organizer and all that shit happening, like, this the last time I'm using this nigga. Bro, like, God damn. Bro, that's crazy. That's one of those things you really just be asking, yo, why me, man? Like, what did I do? What did I do,
Yeah.
man, guy? What did I do to make you mad at me, man?
Bro, sometimes it feels like that too. It's like just karma against me. It's just
Facts. It
I
really
must
feel
have
like that, like,
I must have done something to somebody in my past life to just really just when important things happen for shit to hit the fan and just have to like dig out of it. Like I don't. Yeah, and it be stressing me out. It be stressing me out. That one is one of the ones that just really had me stressed out. I spent the 4th of July there because it was a lot.
you was pretty much stranded up there, bro.
Bro,
You was stranded up there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I had to walk around to get around to like figure everything out with the car company and everything, and yeah. And then I had to drive. I had to take a bus back to the city where the crash happened to talk to the dealership, and they couldn't. They was gonna be able to fix it, but it was gonna be like $3,000-4,000. So like it was just on top of each other. It was, and I look back at that and I can laugh at it now, but boy was I going through it. Boy was I going through it when it happened.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the humility you got to show to humble yourself throughout that whole process alone could break somebody.
It just felt like another working relationship ruined. Like not even just another, but a good working relationship. he went out his way to to recommend me for all this to happen, and it just showed unprofessionalism.
It'd be like, but it's really shit you couldn't control though. Like with the car shit, for that's Mandela's fault for not having no fucking oil in his car. At that same time, you can share
Nah,
that blame for not checking
I
first.
can't even. Yeah, I
That's
can't
what I
even
said. Like
blame
it's
him
both
because
your fault. It's
he
both
he
your fault.
he lent me the car when he didn't even have to. Also, like he didn't even
Yeah,
have to lend me his car. That's his only vehicle. That was his only vehicle to get to work. So now I feel bad. Like now he don't got no more vehicle to get to work. Like, and it's a 3 hour. Does it survive a 3 hour trip realistically? That's the whole everything that was going through in my mind is does it realistically survive or like yeah, like it was just a lot going like is relatively oldish car. It's oldish. It's 2012. You know, 20. Yeah, so it's like a good amount of mileage. You don't know like, and it could also be the dealership where like the dealership he bought it from was like very sketchy and like all their reviews are bad reviews of how they scam people and how all the cars they have are lemons, which is like cars that fix up a
yeah,
little bit,
fucked up.
and then 6 months down the line when it's too late to return it, and it was 6 months down the line, it starts to mess up.
That's a hell of a broken moment, man. But let's jump to the Reddits, man. That shit got
Yeah,
dark,
brother,
bro. Like damn, it
brother,
was like,
it
oh,
was just no, yeah, it was one of them draws where. Now I mean you can laugh at it now because it was
this nigga having flashbacks, bro.
it's like PTSD one days.
Hey, yo, this
Yeah,
nigga got flashbacks.
yeah,
Yo, so all right, man. Let's look at somebody else's pain, bro. We gonna jump to the Reddit.
yes. Let's.
We're gonna jump to the Reddit, man. What was your biggest fuck I'm broke moment? All right. So one, this is hilarious. He said, I went without food for about 36 hours. Then I remember I had some accumulated loyalty points for a gas station and I enjoyed a free hot dog. It was delicious.
Say that again.
So he went without food for 36 hours.
Yeah.
And then he remembered he got some loyalty points from a gas station. And then he used their loyalty points to enjoy a free hot dog.
Hey, that's kind of
After 2 days of no eating, man, he got a free hot dog and like it was delicious. I bet it was.
that's the struggle, bro. That is
Bro,
the struggle, brother.
bro. That's real though. Y'all real. Cause can you imagine, bro? 36 hours, almost 2 days. You struggling, you don't know what you're gonna do to eat. And then you remember, oh, this gas
Oh,
station,
see,
bro. When you broke and you hungry, bro, the gas station hot dog tastes like a fucking 5 course meal, bro. Tastes like a
so
Michelin star meal.
those should have been my fucking story I told, and not this. What's
Yeah,
it called? Oh, my broke college stories. I got many of those.
bro.
Mm,
Broke college stories, bro. Remind me in college, man, being a broke ass student athlete, we can't work, we can't really do shit, so we broke.
yeah,
My teammates, right? We was all close. We was like a family. So we used to split up the thing. So one person would buy a big ass loaf of bread, like sandwich bread. One person would get peanut butter. One person would get jelly. So now, I mean, when we struggling, we making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But there was this one point, and it always happened where we all ran out of money at the same time. We ain't had no peanut butter.
what's
We ain't have no jelly. We had dry bread, my man. We was in the dorm eating
what?
bread and water like some prisoners, bro.
Bro,
Right? Because like our calf closes at 7 p.m. But we have practice. Our last practice don't end till like 6,
7.
and it's 30 minutes away. So we get there by like 6:30, and then all the food's done. So
That's
by
the
10
that's the worst
o'clock,
time. That's
exactly. So then by 10 o'clock at night, you hungry again. Bro, we was in there eating bread and water like some damn prisoners.
that was most of my nights. I would like those grain boxes you carry or carry out boxes. We had
Yeah,
those, so like I would take those with me. I would take some food out before I go to practice,
yes,
just in case we don't make it. And I'll still try to make the calf so
yeah,
I can eat, and
yes.
then I have food for later on in the night, bro. Because I'm not going to
Clown this.
McDonald's or like
Yeah,
no.
we used to clown this one nigga Salim because he'll pull up to the cab with some Tupperware, bro. He starts stuffing that junk, bro. We used to clown this nigga until we got hungry, and he's the only one eating that night.
Good, bro.
He eating good. We was like, damn, this nigga Salim smart as hell, bro.
You know he the only one not hungry because he's happy.
Exactly.
Everybody else is mad,
Yeah.
irritated, agitated.
Salim having a good night, man.
Yeah.
All right, this is another one. So I lost my job after getting a DWI. I lost my job after getting a DWI, and it fell into a huge fit of depression. I didn't even think about getting another job at the time because I felt so far behind on bills, I almost didn't see a point of trying. And somehow this made sense to a 19-year-old me. I went to my local Walmart and stole a sandwich from the deli aisle and made it back to my house. I can't remember which, but it either that day or the day before the electric company had shut the electricity off in the house. I sat on my couch in the dark, eating my stolen dinner with thoughts like, fuck, I'm broke. I'm not sure when to even begin trying to fix this, and I'm not even going to try swirling through my head. And then this one person was like, how did you recover? And then he said, I ended up playing piano at my dad's church for like $20 a week. I used that money to get drunk again and I got another DUI. Hey yo, this nigga got a problem, bro. That's more than just being broke, man. Like you,
Sure, he had depression. So it's like
yeah,
he's not thinking, bro. Sometimes when
he's
you're so
not
far
thinking.
gone, societal norms just
Yeah, it don't
stop.
miss. Nah, but I get it. I get it. I've been depressed. And
That's when I had to stop smoking. I was
yeah,
like,
bro. Like I'll be broke as fuck, depressed about being broke. As soon as I get some money, I buy some weed to distract myself from the brokenness.
it's just
I'll be
yeah.
happy for 2 hours and then sad again.
It's not until you're out of it you start to calculate, bro. I was $20 a week, roughly 30, 40, depending on how much you get. Now I can only imagine now what people spend, like because it's only gotten more expensive. Like that's looking at a discount now, so that drawing starts to add up. But then it's a cycle. It's a whole cycle of like, all right, let me just you know numb my pain, and then I don't got no money to do other things. I hope that brother's okay, man.
Shit, no, there's more, bro. There's more.
There's more.
More. It's more. He said I was bailed out and absconded for over a year. It was finally arrested 3 cities over, living under a false name. Yo, this nigga got a whole alias,
No,
bro.
this motherfucker's a
This
criminal.
nigga was on the run, bro. After he got a DWI, I was bailed out and absconded. I don't know what that means for over a year, and was
Just like
finally
he was
arrested.
gone, he vanished. Like he was.
Yeah, and was finally arrested 3 cities over, living under a false name. I spent 28 days. I spent 28 days in the county jail until it was time for my court date. The judge gave me an 18-month prison sentence, which is where I went to this place called DART. I think that's what stands for Drug and Alcohol Rehabilitation Therapy, where I learned to eat cupcakes and watch movies. What? It was a fucking joke.
It looked like he's still trying to do everything over.
This nigga fucked up, bro. he said, anyway, we would talk about how much fun they'd have with their families and how one day, no. Okay. He said, after I got to know a few people in prison, we set up
Yeah.
around the lights. We sat around before lights out and they tell stories about the stuff they did before they were in prison. Most of them were life sentences or essentially life sentences. I was in a misdemeanor camp, but a lot of the felons would have their chances at less secure misdemeanor camp after they spent a decade or so in high-rise prison. Anyway, we would talk about how much fun they just put that
Bro,
random
he's
party there
going,
for
yeah.
no reason. No
This is
reason.
going on.
He said, anyway, we would talk about how much fun they'd have with their families and how one day the families just stopped coming to visit. They would either have died or just got tired of coming to visit. One man told me he missed his mom and dad's funeral because he was in prison. And then the first spark of goddamn, I'd ever felt happened. I thought to myself that I could be these people, and that thought hurt. I was finally transferred to a prison that was in my hometown, and my parents were finally able to visit me after 6 to 7 months of me being locked up. My mom and dad came and sat and talked until it was time for them to go. Until it was time for them to go, my mother started to cry. Imagining that now makes my eyes. God damn, you man. You know I ain't got
Okay.
no degree yet. So imagining that now makes my eyes water. I went back to my bunk, put my head under my pillow, and cried. I decided I've had enough of fucking up my life. After I got out of prison, my parents reluctantly allowed me to stay with them again. There have been talks, but there have been reasons in the past I've left out the story because I rather not talk about it. So I was understanding how reluctant they were. I couldn't really find a job and I didn't have any transportation, but there was a junkyard about a mile and a half up the street from my parents' house. So I convinced the owner I would do all of his online sales. He had none, and all I had to do was be there to get the people's money. All I wanted is 20% of what I bring in. Most weeks I make 100 a week. Others I would make 250 a week. I saved up and went to the garage next door and bought a crash scooter for 250. I took it home, straightened out the handlebars, realigned the front fork, and cleaned out the carburetor. It got running. Ended up going to college for a stint until I found a woman I'm with today. This was 4.5 years ago. She had her issues and I helped her through hers that she helped me through mine. Ended up getting a job and provided for us and her kid, whom I proudly call my daughter. And there I am today in my own house, picking this out the top of my laptop. Jesus.
That's a nice little.
Even until today, you can catch me quite drunk often, but you will not catch me on both drunk and behind the wheel. This nigga. You're like, don't get it fucked up. I still drink. I
I
just
drink
don't
like a
drive when I drink.
motherfucker. At least, I mean, as you should. That's what you should do. But like, yeah, that man took getting fired and just went left so fast. I mean,
Fact.
it's a good thing it had a happy ending. He found somebody for himself. Like that's great. Boy, was he that his 20s was just hell after that. Like he just. But you know, when you're that young, you're so irrational too. At the same time, where it's like it makes sense. Stupid stuff makes sense. Like just I'm talking. Remember when we do dumb stuff and it's just like, yeah, this makes sense to us. Let's do like the time we got pulled over, me, you, and Trey.
Oh my God. Oh my. Yo, Trey was about to get us killed. It was like, Trey, shut the fuck up, bro.
We didn't have a whole bottle. Oh my god! It's like Trey, do you forget what we have on us, bro? Chill out. This man's trying to be nice to us, bro. Trying to be nice to us. He's just your light was out. That's it. And he was gone.
There's another one that said, I showed a very persistent beggar in the Lower East Side my overdrawn bank account, and he told me, damn, that's fucked up. You smell like shit.
Wait, wait,
Also,
wait, wait.
he said he showed a persistent beggar, one of those people that keep fucking with you. He
Yeah,
showed him his overdrawn bank account, and he said,
yeah.
damn, that's fucked up. Man, you smell like shit.
Like, how you gonna
Also,
judge me?
exactly. Yo, that got nothing to do with my bank account, man. And imagine a homeless nigga saying you smell like shit. He said also the same day did the same thing to a young woman trying to stop me to donate to the Amnesty International. I don't know what the Amnesty International. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, when you're back on your feet and more stable, think about donating, okay? It's like, girl, you trying to stop human sex trafficking and human rights violation. Hey, yo.
Bro, imagine getting humbled by a. I think what he meant was like when the man you smell like shit was he was saying the homeless guy smells like shit. How you gonna judge me? To get humbled by a homeless guy, bro. That's a Key and Peele sketch come to life, bro. Broke you like that's really what he said.
Hey, yo, I forgot who told me this, yo. I forgot who told one of my homies, and he said it made him look at his life different. He was saying how this homeless nigga kept bugging him for money. And he showed him, he was like, bro, I don't got no money in my account. And the homeless man was mad, walked away like, broke ass nigga.
God, that's so
Yo.
humbling like no other.
Yo.
Like
Oh,
what?
yeah.
That should make
Thanks.
you think your life over, bro. That should make you think your life. Have you ever been stopped by like people asking you for money for like donate? I've never been stopped by people asking to donate to college.
Yeah. I've
Really?
been one of those niggas to stop to ask people to donate to causes.
Yeah, I know your Door-to-Dale stuff.
Yeah, bro.
How
Just
does that work out? Like, what do you even? How do you convince people? Because people are usually just walking. Like me, I'm tunnel vision. I'm not.
we had a whole setup. We had to have to stop them, get them in the tracks, and we know if they do this or that, that means they're gonna stay a while. And since it's a charity, the charity pretty much sells itself. So you just gotta make them feel bad, big up on the emotion. Yeah, this kid's struggling. His mom's sick. The whole
Yeah,
village is skinny. They
yeah.
didn't do this. And then, but with this amount of money you donate, you can help raise a whole village, man. You can help bring an impoverished village into prosperity and you save your money.
That's a strong
And then,
message.
yeah, he's like, so come on, man, be a superhero today, man. That ain't your bro. It's a whole finesse. And the thing is, when I was working there, the nigga that owned the marketing company, he was stealing our money. So it was like,
So this stuff not even going to the
no. It's going to the kids, but the
but your
commission we get,
paycheck. Oh,
he was stealing our shit. So it was actually going to a good cause, but the shit we were supposed to get paid for making the sale, he was stealing that shit.
so how does that work? So would he just say, where he just half your hours, or like
So
how?
it was 100% commission. And with the way charities work, they already got allocated money set aside for the next year. So like this money they already had aside for a whole year. So you make your payments or you get payments, and then based on however much you sell, you're supposed to get a certain amount. But this nigga was never straight with how much bread we was supposed to get after each sale. And every week our paychecks was looking different. It was like, yo, what the fuck? It was like, I sold this much. I know it. I ain't my paycheck
Like
ain't supposed to be
you've
this low.
literally done the math. When you start working, you
Exactly.
start doing the math on your phone of
Exactly.
like, oh, I'm gonna be making this much, that much. I can put this away. And you get the check.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it.
All right, man. So enough of that. I come up with the trivia shit later, man. That'll be next.
Next,
When we actually have time to play this shit, it'll
next,
be the next episode.
next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. So now talk about the actual deep stories, like your broke moments, the moments that really made you look at yourself because you was fucking up, not because your thing was more circumstances with the car or not. Like the moments where you was broke because you was fucking up financially. And then like your lowest of the low, what the lessons that you learned from it and how you improve it now. You want me to start or you want to die? Well, in Detroit, it's fucked up because a lot of my rock bottom moments happen in Detroit just because it's my first time truly living alone, like without being on the college campus, truly living alone by myself in a foreign state, trying to figure it out. So in Detroit, I was going through depression and I was working at this radio station, but I had a job at the time working at my uncle's bakery, but there was so much going on at the radio station that I was missing. And I wanted to make a sacrifice. I was like, yo, I really believe in this dude. And I want to be there for everything going on at the radio station. So I quit job working for my uncle, not making that much bread at the radio station. For the first couple months, I wasn't even getting paid. I just saw this. I was like, yo, this is a great opportunity for me to get these skills to do what I want in the future. So I'm doing this whole time, bro. I'm broke as fuck. Super broke. Like I was donating plasma for money, bro. Like each time I went, it's probably like at first when I went, I was heavier, and I didn't know that donating plasma make you lose weight, bro. I didn't know that. So when I first started going, I was heavier. I was donating like twice a week, so probably got like what $80 each time. Ooh, when I was making those 160 stretch, 160 a week, I was making that shit stretch. But then the broker I got, and the more time goes on, I was looking at my situation, start spending all my bread on weed. My whole I'm gonna edit this. So Detroit, I was broke as fuck, man. Detroit, I was broke as fuck, and I was doing a whole bunch of shit that contributed to me being broke. Like when I first got a credit card, I didn't know how credit cards work, bro. I was being stupid. You're a 19-year-old with a credit card with a $500 limit, and you got a fucking weed addiction. Nigga, I found a way to buy zips off the credit card, bro. Like not from the dispensary, I'm buying an ounce of weed from a regular drug dealer with a credit card. Bro, I ran through that shit. And it disgusts me when you look at bank statement from the credit card. It's like, okay, this weed, this blunt wraps, this munchies. It's just all this stupid shit you looking at. Ended up causing bread. And then in Detroit, I'm donating plasma for money. And then it got to a point where I was barely making any much money because I was losing weight. So then I'm depressed even more. So now I donate plasma. Let's say I get $60. I'll spend $20 to go get some weed each time. So now I'm left with $40.
You got to worry about food and everything too.
Exactly, bro. So it really fucked with my self-esteem, man, being broke, because like we always go to the events, and the owner of the radio station, he was like a big brother. So he always paid to get me in. They'll invite me to go places. Like they'll pay, but I felt bad. You feel me? I feel like I was holding them back. And there was some Johns that liked me, and me and bro. And I'm stopping myself from dating Jones that I feel like we could have had a great relationship. I'm stopping myself from dating because where my finances is at. You feel me? If I didn't feel worthy of being in a relationship, when it's time to go other places, I barely have any clothes. I'm wearing the same clothes, the same like what 10 pieces of clothes I got over and over again. I feel subconscious going out, and it just spiraled. Like there'll be multiple times where Christmas is coming up, or my mom's birthday is coming up. I don't even got enough bread to buy her a card, bro. My card. Like there's so many nights I was at the radio station because I had the keys there. So sometimes I live like 5 minutes away. So sometimes I go to the radio station at night just to like get my mind together and be with my thoughts. So many times, bro, like over the years living there where I was just in the station just crying. Come on, help me out a lot. And like I mismanaged my money so much. She always helped me out when I'm in a pinch. And I didn't even have the mindset to save a few dollars on her birthday coming up. I don't even have enough money to get her a fucking card. So that was the catalyst. Like I gotta get my life together. I gotta get my life together. I'm spending all my money on weed and psychedelics. I barely have money to survive. I'm fucking donating plasma to get bread, and then fucking that off, go and buy some weed. I don't have enough money to go nowhere. I have no social life outside of the radio station because I'm too broke to do anything. I barely have any clothes for real because I'm too broke to buy some clothes. So I feel subconscious about myself going out. Hey, yeah, I'm just sitting in my apartment, bro. Like, I gotta change my life. I gotta change my life. So I started making like a 5-year plan. Everything I wanted to do in 5 years plan, it all happened. It all happened. Even up to now, I said I wanted to go all the way and get like a med degree or PhD. But like all that shit either happened already or is on its way happening. I started saving bread again. I was like, all right, the little bread I got, let me save this. I had to step away from the radio station for a little bit to go work. And I'm like, okay, I'm save X amount of percentage, build this shit up, and I started slowly getting myself back up on my feet, man. But Detroit I feel like I really needed to be in Detroit for a while because I had a lot of eye opening moments. And then I'd say Arizona is the redo of Detroit, the shit that should have happened in Detroit. Because when I first came out here, I got scammed. The nigga, I'm thinking I got a place to stay. And then like everything looked good. We
Oh, I
talked.
remember this.
He sent me pictures. Everything looked cool. But now when I actually touched down, I'm calling bro. I was like, yeah, let's go meet up so I can give you the bread. And he was like, I'm in Blase Blah. I'm in Tucson, 3 hours away. He was like, you just send the money and then I can make sure you get in. I was like, what? Nah, bro. Like meet me at the fucking place and I'll give you the money. He kept trying to get me to send him the money electronically. Like something was already off because like he had a certain accent that's known for scamming. And I didn't want to be stereotypical. So like when I first heard the accent, I was like, but I didn't want to be stereotypical, so I still went along with it. Kept trying to get me to send the money electronically.
Just to be clear, the accent was not what made him a scammer. It was a
Exactly.
scammer who happened to also
have this accent. And it just
So-
happened that those people with that accent got a bad rap of being scammish because of what happened. I'm just staying like that. I'm not perpetuating anything. I'm
Okay.
just saying that when I first heard the accent, some red
You don't
flags came
gotta.
up. But I tried to push past that because I
Yeah.
didn't want to stereotype people.
Of course. Yeah.
So
I think implicit biases happens instinctive, subconsciously. So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah. So you push past the biases to give people a fair chance. So once I was there, hitting him up, and then when I got there, I couldn't even open the joint. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then someone told me, I was like, "This shit is scam. This shit is scam." And it sunk in. It sunk in, bro. I was like, "Yo, I'm alone in Arizona. Like, I just got here. I got no place to go." It hit me in. It was like, I'm homeless now. Like everything started hitting. I was about to start panicking. I was like, nah. I was like, I gotta find a way to just get a cheap ticket, go back to Philly, and go back. I was about to call my mom. I was like, nah. I was like, you telling me I can't last a day in Arizona?
have you ever seen that guy again?
Nah.
Do
But
you still have
yeah,
his number
nah. But
for
yeah,
your
I'm
peace of
telling you, like,
mind?
like you telling me I can't last a day in Arizona? It's only been a couple hours, man. I couldn't even last a full day in it. I was like, I can't go out like that. I had it set up in my mind. I was like, I gotta do something. So
He
I
could.
called. Go ahead.
He could still be doing the same thing. If you know the company, shout it out or like the agent was rented. Shout it
Yeah,
out because he could still be doing the same thing to
he
many other
could.
people.
Trust me, if I knew, I would. Because I'm all for exposing shady niggas. So, for real. So yeah, luckily, my hypnosis mentor came in clutch. I called him, and he hit up some people who was looking for a roommate, and I gave them the last bread to my name. And then from there, I had no job because I had a job, but I didn't start for another month, right? Yeah. So
Even though
there,
you put on that, I can start right away.
yeah,
I was like, we're not gonna do
yeah. So no job as of right now. That even in that job, like some shit happened where it just didn't work out. So pretty much jobless now. Pretty much homeless, sleeping on someone's couch. Giving them all the bread I have, whatever little money I'm able to scrape up, giving them everything. So waking up every day at zero. This helped me because it helped me get better at hypnosis. It helped me get better at sales. I would go down to the college town, the downtown. I had a sign that said free hypnosis. I said, yo, I need to be so good because I refuse to ask for money. I was like, that makes me a beggar. I was like, I need to be so good that these people are begging me to pay me. So I'll go out in the streets, I'll hypnotize people left and right, and then I'll put on a show and performances where they were so amazed they was giving me bread. Some days I get out $20, get a little something to eat, save it up. Some days I'll not make nothing. But there was a couple times in particular where, bro, it's been 2 days. I ain't eat nothing. For 2 days, nothing. I can barely afford to get water because you can't drink the tap water here in Arizona because it's a desert. So you got to constantly be buying water. I couldn't could barely afford to get water. My stomach grumbling. And it's now that I realized that I was passing out from hunger. At first, I thought I was just weak and hungry or
it. You're
sleepy all
just
the time.
tired. And
Yeah. But now that I can look back at it, I was actually passing out from hunger.
you was malnourished.
Facts. Because you can't really get no quality meal at that time. So like getting $1 McChickens from McDonald's, not getting no. Yeah, you're getting food, but you're not getting no nutrients for it. So there's a couple of times, bro. Like I'll be walking, see somebody got like orange trees because there's a bunch of people with orange trees in their backyard. Nigga, I'm stealing oranges off people's trees, bro. I remember one time I stole an orange off a tree and I didn't realize that it wasn't orange season, so it wasn't ripe. I bit that joint, it was all sour. Like, damn, like lemon I eat it. I ate a lemon, bro. Yo, I looked down at this joint, like this joint not even sweet, bro. Just eating unripe oranges.
Yeah.
But again, I was like, all right, I gotta get my life together. I gotta make a plan. I had a plan, but with everything that happened when I first got here, I fell into depression and basically stopped trying for a while. So that's when I started posting stuff on Instagram. I was like, I'm gonna use this stuff, use what I'm doing, record myself, build up a following on Instagram and get clients that way. And then as I'm doing that, I'm also started looking for jobs. And it's from being able to hypnotize people in the streets that I was able to get a sales job. I was like, if I can convince a random stranger to give me access to his brain and hypnotize them, and they don't even really know what hypnosis is, because I can definitely do sales. So I got a sales job. I was like, okay, I could get this project management certification. They start at like, yeah, what's up?
What was that shift in your brain like to going from, because like sales jobs have always been out there. They're one of the like easier jobs to get, but hardest jobs to stay in. So like,
Yes.
what was the mind shift in that? Like, okay, I could do sales. Like, how like
So
yeah,
it was really just looking at it like, bro, I'm broke as fuck. And I'll be hungry. like the shit, because sales jobs got a bad rep and all that. So I was like, I gotta get a job, man. I gotta get a job. Something gotta change. I can't keep living like this. I can't keep living like this. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get a job, I need to get a job that can help me in business. So I'm always thinking entrepreneurship. I need to get a job that can help me in business. And the easiest barrier to entry was sales. I was like, I really don't want to be no sales nigga, but like, bro, I need a job. So I was like, okay, I made it a plan. I'm gonna get the sales job. I'm gonna get the sales training and use that to help me make sales to my business. So even while I was there, and that's when I was at that corrupt company and all that shit, that's my goal. So okay, get this training so I can use it for my own business, and then use the money to get this project management certification. Because project management certifications, you got that then the average salary starts off at like 80,000. I was like, if I do that, it'll give me more leeway, more money to invest into the business and all that. So the whole time, bro, out there in Arizona sun, making sales, bro, like stopping people in the street. We downtown stopping people in the street, bro. In Arizona, it frequently gets over 120. And we there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just hawking, making sales in that hot sun. And a bunch of times I thought about quitting, but I kept remembering, like, I feel like that's why it's really important to have a plan. Like, have a plan. So I was like, okay, this is to get the skills so I can transfer it to my business, and saved up enough bread to get the certification. As soon as I did that, I got the certification, I was done. I was like, all right, cool, fuck this job. I'm focused on the business until I get that project management job. And the business was doing good. The business gave me enough to live, but not enough to do anything else. So I was like, okay,
yeah.
so I still gotta get this job. But now I got project management certification, and that helped me up there. So with that, that opened up doors for me. That opened up doors for me. I was able to pay somebody to get my credit fixed. I was able to save up a bunch of bread because
That goes a long
surely,
way too.
yeah,
Your credit getting fixed, all that.
yeah, that really helped. And I'm about to show you how that came in clutch. I got my credit fixed and I save up a bunch of bread. So then I ended up getting laid off. I ended up getting fired because the marketing company that hired me, they hired the wrong position. Like, I'm a project manager, but the shit dudes wanted me to do, and I'm like, this is not my job. This is not a job for a project manager. So they fired me. And then 2 weeks later, the person I was staying with, he got evicted.
Oh
He
my
got
god.
evicted,
Oh my
bro.
god.
So after I just lose my job, now the person I'm staying with, he gets evicted. And he told me, he was like, we got 2 weeks to get out. But I already paid him my half of the rent.
How much you want to bet he already got evicted and waited to tell you after you had already paid them?
So I paid him, already paid him my half of the rent, and he kept that job.
Of course, because like, if why don't you just give it back?
Exactly.
So
So now, bro, I'm fucked up. I was like, yo, I ain't got no job. I got 2 weeks to find. Where am I going to find a place for 2 weeks? Luckily, my girlfriend at the time ended up finding a place. And we went there because I got my credit right. I was able to move in with no down payment or no deposit. So that helped me. And then because I saved up enough bread, I was able to live for, I think, like 4 months strictly off the savings before having to tap in with my credit card. And once I got a credit card, a good credit card, because my credit got fixed, there was another time I was at a job where I got laid off. They laid off the whole department, and I was able to live off like 6, 7 months just off the credit card. So it's like those lessons and been those good financial habits, they really came in clutch when I needed it the most. Exactly. So I had my broke moments. I needed the moments in Detroit. It was a teaching moment. But the Cadillacs, when I said enough was enough in Detroit, and I started practicing those healthy financial habits. So now when it's time in Arizona to actually put it to use, it helped me out. It came in clutch. Damn, that's a long story. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of that shit, cut a lot of that shit out.
I mean, you don't gotta like for the real or for the.
Just for the episode in general, because I noticed when I was talking, I got bored at one point.
No, no, I feel it's a good what's call it though. It's your story, you know what I mean. I don't know
Yeah,
how you want to edit that down, but it's, I think it's all important. That's my perspective.
I can't even remind, bro. Like another broke moment while I was in Arizona. A couple of days, like there was a couple of times where I would go these 2 day periods without eating anything. Thankfully, like God never let me go more than 2 days without eating something. But yeah, it was day 3. I've been out hypnotizing people all day. I ain't make $1. Nobody give me anything. And it's nighttime now. I'm about to go home off 3 days of not eating anything. And there's homeless people all over the place, right? And there was this homeless dude with a fresh box of pizza. And like, I ain't want to do it. I was like, yo, it's 3 days, man. I gotta eat. Like, my stomach is crumbling. I'm feeling like I'm about to pass out. I was like, hey, bro, can I get a slice of pizza? And he was nice. He's like, yeah, get as much as you want. And it's like, it's always the people with the least I want to give the most, man. Like, and that came in clutch, bro, because I think you can only go a week without eating. I was on day 3, bro. It was about to be
Yeah,
bad.
and it's Arizona too,
Yes.
which makes it like 10 times worse. People die of heat strokes, all that.
So now that stuck with me too. So to be kinder, I was like, I gotta do
Pay it
something for the
forward,
homeless.
yeah.
Like once I make some bread, I gotta do something for the homeless people, man. Get back, cause he came in clutch, bro.
What I know, like from that story, is like literally, bro, you going through all that. Would you have go? So I'm gonna ask a question first before I say my statement. Would you have everything you went through? Would you go through it again? Like everything you went through, if you could go back in time, would you go through it again?
Me just being me, I want to say fuck no. But I know realistically, I would have to like to get those lessons. So I
Yeah,
couldn't be who I am now without those lessons. So yeah,
yeah, okay, yeah. Because I'm like in my head, I'm like everything you just talked about and that you went through. Here you are still in Arizona right now.
4 years later, that's
4
crazy.
years later, got an apartment, got a car, got a job. You know, you're working right now, so it's like everything you build up to. I think it's like I guess what I'm saying is like it helps you realize no matter how low you are, there's a way out for you, and and you figured out ways in life which way to do that. Like you've had a grind like extremely hard, but you never you always counted on yourself. You know what I mean? Like you
Yes,
always counted in the
bet on
ability of
myself.
yeah, like you can do it. And I think it takes a lot of perseverance to go through all that and still come out the other side and
Yeah,
still try to have a positive outlook on life despite everything that's been thrown at you. You know, that's yeah, that's
I ain't gonna, bro. It got dark, bro. It got dark. Hella depressed and all that shit, bro. At one point, even contemplated suicide, but since my last suicide attempt, like told you, talk to God and everything. He was like, "Hey, bro, you do this shit again, you're not gonna die. You're just gonna be fucked up." So I was like, "All right." So now, like, suicide don't even come in my head no more. It's like, no, I'm gonna cut this out. But he pretty much told me I'd be retarded if I try that shit again. So I was like, so I was like, man, I want to die, not live
I
retarded.
knew
So
what you meant. I
yeah,
knew what you meant.
yeah, yeah. So, bro, like suicide don't become in my head no
Oh
more.
my
All right, so I'm stuck here, so I got to figure this shit out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had another question I wanted to ask you about that because it's like, what was the what was the hardest part of all of that? Like, while you was on the road, especially specifically in Arizona, what was your hardest part that you that affected you deeply, or that was like, damn, you know what I mean?
The hardest part. was feeling lonely. She really, but just knowing that you don't got no family or no close friends here, you're going through this shit by yourself. And now, like, you're constantly questioning whether you made the right choice by coming here. Each day, it's like, should I just go back home? Should I just go back and start over? You're constantly questioning yourself. So you just got to say no. Whatever it is, you just got to have trust that God not going to let me down. I'm not going to let myself down. I can figure this shit out. Even when it knows like there's no way to it. But what I learned from Detroit, God always came in clutch at the very last moment when I needed it. So I just trust. I was like, okay, I'm here starving, but I was broke in Detroit. God never let me starve. There always be something miraculous happen that I didn't see coming that end up helping me. And I always realized that. I was like, okay, God always come in clutch at the very last moment. So even when I think I'm past my limit, if it ain't work out yet, it's not the last moment. God always come in clutch at the very last moment. And I just had faith in that. It's been working out. But I don't see no way through, man. At the very last moment when I think I ain't about to make it, miraculously something happened.
For me, it's always been like, I don't know. I just feel like you went through a lot. You went through a lot, brother. It's one of those turners in your mind where it's just like it could have ended up being something like I believe in the multiverse theory, so it could have literally been one of those things where in a different time, space, and time,
I
you
would have
become a
been
drug
homeless and
kingpin.
strung out.
Yeah, Dad, you could be could have turned to crime like the dude in the other story who
Yeah,
was stabbing people, or not stabbing people, but DUI and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like it takes a lot of mental fortitude and like
I think too.
to not resort to
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
That,
what happened is that I stayed sober. I feel like, bro, if I was smoking or doing psychedelics at the time, I probably would have been strung out. That probably would have been like a gateway to try some harder shit. Because when I say, bro, I was low. So I feel like if I was doing drugs at the time, I probably would have been strung out or homeless somewhere.
let me tell my quick story, okay? Like, uh, when I've been homeless, it's not gonna be as I'm trying to shorten it down, but I guess one of my brokest moments, like in life in general, definitely that story. Like that's up there because like if I had the money, I would have just gotten the car fixed and I would have just moved on with life, just doing, like. But one of my brokest moments was like it was broke moments, not just brokest moment, but broke moments where like I'm in school, and this talk about debt, bro. Oh my gosh, college debt. That's the moratorium is lifted now, so now it's lifted. I think since October it's been lifted, or September, late September, early October. But you know, left school during the pandemic, right? Wasn't in school for like 2.5, 3 years that the pandemic was happening. Went back to finish my final year. Yeah, and like just like those semesters, like they added up because it was like extra years of classes I was taking, summer classes too, and just building up the debt of like what I would have to pay back and stuff. During that time too, I was also like during the pandemic, I was door dashing because I couldn't get a job. Like nobody was hiring. I was door dashing like all the time to like 20. I want to say 2021. My car broke down and it crashed. Like I was and it was this was the only way that I was making money at the time. I wasn't making money doing 3 hours. Nobody was hiring me for that. Nobody was hiring me for that stuff, and I was really not in the right mental place to even try to do any of that. I'm not even, but yeah. So I'm driving in my car, you know, like two o'clock in the morning. I've been door dashing for like 8 hours now. I'm trying to get to the shop to get the food to take to the place. My car hydroplanes while I'm going around the turn. I'm going like yeah. I'm going a little bit too fast for the for the turn. I'm trying to slow down, and as I'm slowing down to turn, it hydroplane into the pole. I end up fine. My axle on my car is completely messed up, like the wheel and like. And bro, I have a lot of crash stories. This happened. Like, oh my god, bro. When I tell you, car, me and car don't get along, bro. I love car, car don't like me, bro. But I hydroplane into the pole, and luckily luckily no other car was on the road. No other car. I drive into one of like the outlets, the shopping outlets. You know how Delaware is, so a whole bunch of shopping outlets. Drive into one of the shopping outlets, park there. Call, get AAA. They tow the car, take pictures. AAA tells us that they can get a certain amount of money for this. It's total. They can't. No. It's not total. They fix the car, but gonna have to pay a little bit out of pocket. I, I didn't have enough money to cover it. I had to ask my parents to help me cover it. Um, yeah, I forget how much it was, but it was not. It was not small money. It was not small money. And then literally, bro, um, stressing for like 2 months. I didn't have this car for like not even 2 months, maybe maybe a month, a month. I didn't have a car, and it was hard because I'm trying to save up. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do DoorDash. That was my only income. Um, when the car finally gets fixed, I'm excited. I'm happy. Then I go out around like 10 o'clock at night to DoorDash. 10 o'clock at night. And I'm DoorDashing. Everything's going fine. In my head, I come to the same street the accident happened on. The same street the accident happened on, bro. I'm at a stop sign. And I'm thinking, oh my, like I'm literally internally panicking. I'm like, because I don't know, something just didn't feel right. I don't know what it was. Like, then I hope I don't like in my head. I'm like, I hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, that's all. Parking the stop, like it's a stop. I mean, it's a red light, green light. I'm slowly pressing the gas as the cars in front of me, because there's a bunch of cars. Like I'm like fifth or sixth behind the car, and slowly pressing the gas, going. The guy behind me, he was on his phone. He was definitely on his phone. He saw the green light, pressed his like jammed his accelerator
Hey,
into the
Florida.
back of my car. Yeah, into the back of my car. I'm like, no, did I hit somebody? Like I thought it was so bad. I thought I hit the car in front of me, but I like it was like a jerk reaction. I look up, the car in front of me is already gone. I'm like, what? I look behind me, the car, like you know how when you know somebody's too close to you, look in your rearview mirror, like okay, yeah, it was this. So I'm out the window. I'm like this, yo,
Right.
pull over.
Pull
We're
over.
gonna have to we're gonna have to deal with this now, bro. Get out the car. We pull up to a gas station that's right at the light. Get out the car. The guy's like panicking. I'm stressing out, so I call the police because I'm like I need to get this documented down. He hit me. I didn't hit him. He hit me. But at the same time, I didn't have my license. Like I thought I had it in my car. It was
Right.
not in my car.
God
And
damn.
and now I'm panicking too because they're gonna ask for all that. So after I call the cops, I called I called home and I was like, "Can y'all please bring me my license?" And my brother, like, he gets my license for me. It takes a while to find it. He brings it to me, but while that's happening, cop has already come, um, asked for license and registration, all of that. I've given it to him, but I don't have my. So that's where we're at. And now I'm panicking. And I'm like, I hope I don't go to jail for driving without a license or get a ticket for it. He doesn't give me a ticket. Della comes with the ID. I give him my ID. Like, we don't need it at this point. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, cool. And yeah, he writes up the ticket. And the guy, bro, the guy I felt bad, but I'm like, this is my only car. This is my baby. This is the first car I had. This is the first car I bought for myself working a summer job. Like, so I'm of two minds right now because the dude he's here visiting the country and it's his sister's car. He's African too. He's here visiting the country and it's his sister's car. But I'm like, bro, why are you gonna be driving? You on your phone like you're looking like and you're gonna press the gas like that? So sorry, I just relived the whole
Bro,
memory
you
over
been having
again.
bad flashbacks this episode.
I'm sorry, it just stresses me out. Yeah, so that happened, and I'm just like, I felt bad, but at the same time, I didn't because I'm like, you shouldn't. In the first place, you shouldn't be driving this car if you know you don't. He didn't have his license either.
Of
So
course
I'm
not.
like, yeah. So
Of course not.
writes the ticket, writes the report up and stuff. Gets it to the insurance company. Insurance company tells us, bro, this was like a day. This was the day I got my car back, or a day later I got my car back after it just got fixed. Now the insurance company come back and tell us we can't pay to get it fixed. So we just have to dump the car because it's gonna cost most to get it fixed and the car is worth. So and then they give us money for the car, so like they pay you for what's the value of a car as it is now, and then sell it to a what's it called company, a dump or whatever for them to do whatever they want with the car, fix it up or sell it, resell it. And yeah, I did not get a busted old car because during the pandemic, all the prices of
We're
used cars was
stupid expensive.
skyrocketing, bro. I like the price like the cars are now. I couldn't get during the pandemic, and so I had to go with something that like was should have been realistically like $500, so like maybe like $1,000. I blame myself because my dad came with me to get the car, and this man bargain skills is non-existent. I love my dad. I love my dad to death. But like I'm telling him that there's rust in the car, you know, there's a lot of problems and I'm telling us we can get this down. Okay. So I'm in the car, taking it for a test drive. I come back here like we come to a price. I'm like, what? That I'm talking to stuff like that, we can go down in the car. Like, we don't gotta we can like we ended up paying like they wanted 3,000 for it. We ended up paying 20. No, they wanted 2,850 for it. We ended up paying 2,800 for it, and we could have gotten it down to 2K. Realistically, we could have gotten it down to 2K if we said like 1,800, and then because the car was messed. Like in hindsight, the car was messed up, but I was in a rush and I was trying to get to my friend's graduation, so I needed a car to get to my graduation, and I wasn't in the right mind space to buy a car at the time. That's one of the mistakes I wish I could take back. It's like I should have just kept on looking until I found the right one. But I wanted, and I blame myself for that. And the car, I'll get the car. The license gets, they get everything. They give us everything. Very shady business. You'll see why. Yeah, we'll get you what is it? The registration for the car and stuff. You just gotta, take it to the dealership to get it. To make sure it passes inspection. Of course, it's not gonna pass inspection. It's not, that car's not passing inspection, bro. So they would before they wiped the data. Yeah, that's what they did. They would wipe the data, and then that's how they got most of the cars pass inspection. They would wipe the um, and they did that, but we wasn't able to get because of the rust and everything. Like it was very rusty car. We wasn't able to get what do you call it. But they had the registration papers. We still hadn't gotten the registration papers, and then like a year goes by. Now the registration is about to expire, so I can go back and get a new registration for like another year because I spazzed on them. Like you said, you were getting the registration. Now when we came there, they were like, okay, but actually you're gonna have to pay for a registration. It's like that's not what was agreed upon. You can't just retroactively say now we gotta pay for it because that wasn't an agreed upon deal. And I'm spazzing on him, getting mad. You know what I'm talking about? Because when I spaz on, bro, I don't know. I have a ability to agitate because I'm gonna stick to my point because this was what was agreed upon, and you're going back on your word, and there's no manipulation you can do to try to convince me otherwise. I know what was said. I recorded what was said. You can't try to, So this is another one, but then that one expires, and then they stop answering our calls and stuff. So we never get the actual registration. So now, but I still need to do DoorDash. So I do the dumb stuff. I'm very broke. Keep in mind, I'm broke right now. This is the car I need to do DoorDash. I'm broke. I put a fake registration in the car.
Hey, bro.
I
We talk about certain people being scammers, my man. You, the
and
way you
I
moving,
and I and it was like 6 months.
damn.
I don't even know if I
But you
wanted to
got
say that.
comfortable with that fake jump.
Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what?
you got comfortable.
You know what? I don't even want that in. I found a way to have the car going. That's why I'm gonna go. I don't want that show there just for legal reasons. You'll never
The
know
car
what can
already
happen.
gone, my man. If you didn't, they can't do
Yeah,
nothing.
but listen, you'll see why now.
Okay.
I got pulled over. So I was door dashing one night. I get pulled over at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in Newark around UD, and the UD police, bro. And I'm dropping the food off. So I'm
Bro, you
dropping the
gotta be
food off,
all the way solid in that area.
brother. I was driving under the speed limit. I was using my turn signals.
That's not enough, man. You gotta be
Bro.
all the way
I
solid in New York.
bro. I see the car behind me. Like nice. I see a car turn as I turn, and it's behind me. I'm like, oh, but you know how you can tell it's a police car because
Yeah,
usually it's an SUV.
yeah,
Use the SUV. See the light. They have a very distinctive police light. I'm just like,
yeah.
so now I got this sinking feeling in my chest. I got this sinking feeling in my chest. I'm like, oh no, oh no. Let me just turn right to make sure he's not following me because I gotta get out of here. I don't care where the food is. Shit. That's all I was going through my eyes. Then, whoo, 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 license and registration. I'm like, all right, go get hands on what I got. You know why I pulled you over? No, seems to be fate. So it had rained a couple days ago, and I had driven it. So usually what I would do is I would print them out, and then like there'll be multiple layered papers to make it look. It worked, but usually I do it after it rains. This time I did it. It was multiple layered papers on top of each other, and yeah. So the ink was I was like, oh, he's like, then he just got straight to the point. He was like, you mind telling me why you have a fake tag? Like, what's the He's like, what were you doing? What you up to? I'm like, listen, I was just straight up front with him. Like, okay, I'm door dashing. Like, this is the only way I have to make money. Like, I'm broke college student right now. Like, I don't have any other means of money. Like, I just didn't have the money to get the car registered and get everything taken care of. And he was like, he's listening to the story. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm still gonna have to get a ticket. I didn't have my license.
Yo, again, my man. God damn.
My license,
God damn, my man.
bro. It was just like I was stressed. I just needed money. When you just need money
When
and
you
it's
just
just
get
shit
desperate.
just starts making sense to you. You're
It
like,
don't really
yeah,
make sense, but you don't care.
it
You
makes
don't care.
you gonna make it make sense. Like,
Look, you don't care.
and yeah, oh my god, the ticket was like ended up being like 500, and then he was able to get it down to like 250 because he took us
Woo.
through the charges. He was like, because I had to go into court. I showed him my license and everything in the registration, and because that's what was happening. Like none of the stuff was in the car. because it had gotten misplaced when I was putting stuff like that. So after I showed them that I could board, she took off some of the charges, and yeah, I think that was like all the money I had at the time. But it was literally the process of that too. And parents helped me get the tags and registration for everything. Make sure when I go to that wasn't cheap because I waited till last minute to tell them because I was panicked. I wasn't supposed to be driving the car. I had no registration. It had no tags. Yeah, yeah. And then I had to rethink life. Now I'm still trying to build myself off of that because like I'm still working towards getting not a car from a used car dealership. I can't. I've learned my lesson with used car. You, yeah. I'm trying to, yeah,
I get a used car from the actual dealership.
yeah, bro. Bro, this dealership I got it from was connected to a car wash, brother. The, the office was right there, and then it was all one building. It was the office and then the car wash,
So
all
you
one
know it's
building.
gonna be some bullshit.
Yes, yes. I should have. Yes. And that happened, and I was like, yeah, yeah. And like this was just, it was like piled up broke things and just stupid decisions that this led to more money I had to end up paying. And yeah, I think I want to cut it there. Yeah, those were one of like, especially specifically with cars. Those were the broke moments I had with, cars. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, I learned that don't drive without your fucking license, nigga. Damn,
Oh,
bro.
trust me, I know now. Listen,
Nah, I can't
bro,
lie. I
I'm
did
all
that a
on my
few
P's
times.
and Q's now with that.
Yeah, I did that
But
story
it's
for
like you
another
can do
day.
it once or twice, but it was consistently, and it's gonna catch up with you. It's
And I
gonna catch
say,
up.
bro, I almost got my bro arrested because I got pulled over. I had the wrong tags. I had no license, and my bro had a warrant.
Yo,
And we was in Bubblefuck, PA, bro. We was
bro.
in the mountains. We was near Bloomsburg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's those some affluent white people, bro. Those are some. There's not a lot of us around.
yeah.
Yo,
But like that's what I said, bro. I get it. I used to drive without the license all the time. I don't no more. Yeah.
so
Nah,
now
I really don't no more just because I never take that shit out of my car.
yeah,
I just
that's the
leave my
best place to
license in
keep
my car.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I just leave it
you
because
apart
I
from
don't
like
drink. I don't go nowhere that requires me to show a license. So I just keep that shit in my
even if you drink, if you're going out to drink, you're gonna have it with you regardless. If
Yeah.
it's in your car, like so that makes sense. Yeah. Now I think it's I also had lost my wallet, so like I was just carrying my license around, just like a single license. I didn't have a wallet, so I would just misplace it constantly.
That was a great episode though, bro. Honestly, realistically, learning from your story is just that. Yeah, man. When we don't got no money, we do some shit out of desperation, man. Sometimes it don't be worth it, but the need for money make us risk a lot of things that sometimes it don't end up working out.
Sometimes in the like it doesn't even look like you
Yeah,
look back and like why did I do that? Like that
yeah,
was so unnecessary
yeah,
because you're not in that mindset. You're not in that brain anymore where
exactly. Once you
where
can take a
it
step back, you
sucks.
realize like that shit wasn't worth it.
It was. It's so yeah.
But yeah, my man, great episode, bro. Great episode. Funny as Reddit. And I hope you guys like the new format we're making now. We're gonna add some quizzes, we're gonna add some trivial stuff just to make it a little more lighthearted before jumping straight into the deep shit. We don't want to
Try to
depress you
change it
guys.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So my man, you can follow us at If I Knew Pod, and that's on Instagram. I forgot the last part. That's on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. We everywhere, man. If I
Everywhere.
Knew Pod. You can follow Vito at
Visuals, VITSULS, and loaded on Twitch. Yes. Follow me. No, go ahead. Yeah, that's it.
Speak Life Hypnosis. I am a certified hypnotherapist, and I help people who've already done the work, but they know there's just that one thing they can't figure out, that one thing that's still in their way from achieving their goals. I help you find out what it is. I help you address it so you can heal, and we can make a game plan for how you can achieve your goals. So if you need help, just hit me up at Speak Life Hypnosis on Instagram, or you can go to my website at speaklifehypnosis.net. All right, and hope you guys have a great day.